Welcome to Explain the Charts. Today, August 27th, we're analyzing the QQQ, which represents the Nasdaq 100, to determine whether it's heading towards a tech slump or a potential breakout. The news has been buzzing with talk of tech stocks lagging behind the broader market, with the Dow hitting record highs while the Nasdaq has been experiencing a slump. We'll start with the one-day chart to see the big picture. Looking at the daily chart, we can see that QQQ has been consolidating for a few weeks, with prices bouncing between the 470 to 485 range. This could be seen as a period of indecision, with neither bulls nor bears gaining a clear advantage. It's important to note that, while the Nasdaq has been slumping, this consolidation hasn't been a dramatic drop, suggesting that buying pressure is still present. Let's switch to the one-hour chart to examine the recent price action in more detail. Zooming in on the past few days, we can see that QQQ has been oscillating between 475 to 480, indicating a tight range of trading. This suggests a battle between bulls and bears, with neither side able to definitively push prices higher or lower. Looking at the 15-minute chart, we can see that QQQ has been trading in a very narrow range, with prices fluctuating within a few dollars. This high frequency of swings suggests a lack of conviction among traders as they struggle to establish a clear trend. This narrow trading range could be a sign of market indecision and a potential precursor to a breakout in either direction. Let's look for correlations with the news. Recent news reports have highlighted concerns about NVIDIA's upcoming earnings report, which could potentially impact the broader tech sector, especially if the results fall short of expectations. These concerns seem to be reflected in the chart data, as QQQ has been trading in a tight range, indicating a cautious approach by investors. Looking at the daily chart again, we can see a few key price levels. The 470 level appears to be a strong support area, as QQQ has bounced off this level several times in the past. On the other hand, the 485 level acts as a resistance level, as QQQ has struggled to break above this mark in recent weeks. These price levels could play a significant role in determining the future direction of QQQ. Now, let's analyze some of the potential scenarios based on the chart data. If QQQ breaks above the 485 resistance level, it would suggest a strong bullish sentiment, indicating that bulls have gained control and are driving prices higher. This breakout could potentially lead to a sustained rally in QQQ. However, if QQQ fails to break above 485 and instead falls below the 470 support level, it would suggest a bearish sentiment, indicating that bears have taken over. This breakdown could potentially lead to a significant decline in QQQ. It's important to remember that the news and events surrounding the tech sector can have a significant impact on the price action of QQQ. Therefore, it's crucial to monitor these factors in conjunction with the chart data. Let's take a closer look at the one-hour chart, focusing on the past 24 hours. This narrowing range can be a sign of a potential breakout, with the potential for a dramatic move in either direction. The recent consolidation could be accumulating energy for a major move. We'll want to keep an eye on volume as well, as a large increase in volume accompanying a breakout would signal a strong move in that direction. It's important to remember that market predictions are inherently uncertain. The most likely scenarios include QQQ breaking out above the 485 resistance level or breaking down below the 470 support level. These breakouts could be triggered by news events like NVIDIA's earnings report or by a change in sentiment among investors. However, the current consolidation suggests that the market is indecisive, making it difficult to predict the direction of the breakout. To further strengthen the likelihood of a breakout, we'll need to see increased volume, a sustained push beyond the current range, and confirmation from the other timeframes. For example, if QQQ breaks above 485 on the daily chart and this breakout is also accompanied by a surge in volume and a clear upward trend on the 1-hour and 15-minute charts, it would strongly reinforce the bullish sentiment. Conversely, if QQQ breaks below 470 on the daily chart with increased volume and bearish momentum on the other timeframes, it would reinforce the bearish sentiment. To conclude, QQQ is currently in a consolidation phase, with prices oscillating between the 470 to 485 range on the daily chart. The 1-hour and 15-minute charts show an even tighter range, suggesting indecision in the market. The news surrounding Nvidia's earnings report could potentially trigger a breakout in either direction. Keep a close eye on volume and the overall trend across different timeframes for confirmation.